I don't consider myself a heroine. I just want to do things that every regular person is supposed to do. The first time I attended a protest rally was long ago, more than 30 years back. There was a large-scale rally in 1988, dedicated to our national holiday Dżia Dzi.
Запрашалі народ ушанаваць памяць тых ахвяр геноциду, што адбывалось в 30-х годах. Менавіта на тэрыторыі Курапат. Была первая массовая такая акция, проведенная у нас в Минску.
As many as 250,000 people were killed in Kurapati, a place of Stalinist genocide.
Kurapati, where the first large protest action was held in Minsk. Standing on a hill, Zianon Pazniak unfurled a white-red-white flag above his head and proclaimed, "Here is our flag, here is our symbol. This is our honor. This is the flag of Jesus Christ. Christ is a martyr. He suffered for people, and we are probably martyrs too. We should not suffer, but we must fight."
We have come here to erect a cross of suffering for our innocently killed ancestors.
Lukashenko is afraid because Kurapati represents the truth. That is the truth about Stalinist repression of the 1930s that took place in Belarus. Lukashenko understands that people who have risen on a massive scale will overthrow his dictatorial rule, the same way the Soviet dictatorship was toppled.
See that you don't detain Nina Bahinskaya on the streets. Well, she cuts a fine figure. She is a woman of convictions. Her views are completely contrary to ours.
Популярность меня настигла менавіта пасля.
I have unexpectedly gained popularity after, I would say, the events in Ukraine. They began writing about me in newspapers. They started persecuting me more for being active to intimidate other people. They started seizing my property. I countered by saying that the apartment doesn't belong to me. They wanted to crush me, seize the dacha and the land. Later, around the year 2016, they started pressuring me by taking away a part of my pension towards fines. I counted the total fines. It was around $16,000.
Я получила свой штраф. Это было где-то около $16,000 где-то. Я отчуваю уверенность в своих.
I feel confident in my actions. I defeat them because I uphold the good while they uphold the evil. Let them fear us. Look into people's faces. Up until 2021, they used to deduct 50% of my pension, but since the beginning of 2021, they've been taking only 20%. I have enough money for food. When the war in Ukraine started in 2014, they started taking land from people like myself. I planted this fir tree to celebrate my grandchildren. My granddaughter Yana was 1-year-old, and my daughter Alicia was pregnant with her second child. She gave birth to a son, Uladak. So one could say that the tree belongs to my 2 grandchildren, Yana and Uladak. As long as I'm alive, I will come here. Whoever takes it, I don't care. I'll still go there and pick berries anyway.
Я их бачу підтримку серед просто сусідів.
I have support from my neighbors. People recognize me even at health clinics and ask, "How are you doing?" When I was young, my grandmother raised me. She put in my head, in my heart, and in my soul those human values. At school, they told us that it was good to be in the pioneers or Komsomol, but I already knew it was an ideological lie from school. Because this was different at home. I was born in 1946. I studied at school, No. 6, in Yakub Kolas Square. I graduated from the Ivano-Frankivsk Technical University of Oil and Gas. Then I worked at the Belarusian Research Geological Exploration Institute. I loved my job. We went on geological expeditions to the Pripyat Trough and conducted geological work. I made this vest by myself. It is about 30 years old, or maybe a bit less, but I like it. And when I sew a flag with my hands, I believe it keeps me safe. I see people are gathering with white, red, white flags too. I warn them that there may be a new mass detention. They've just detained some people and took them to some detention centre. I don't know where, we can only imagine. And they may come back here. When they started taking away my flags, I counted, they've taken 16 flags already. I told them, don't worry, I'll sew more. That's why I taught my granddaughter to sew.
Guys, are you Belarusians or not?
Every person has their own education, hobbies, goals and achievements. My goal and accomplishment is to help our youth attain what we failed to achieve with Xi'an and Pasnak. I don't feel that sorry for old people. We're all old and infirm, so what? No one is healthy in old age. No one dies of health. It's our national flag. I'm just walking. I am still waiting not only for a political rise, I am waiting for a national rise. After all, here in Belarus we have to discard that post-Soviet culture from our youth, because our nation will cease to exist if that post-Soviet culture and a foreign language, that is Russian, continue to prevail.
Але я ўсё ж веру, што пераможа праўда і дабрыня нашай нацыі.
But I still believe that the truth and kindness of our nation will prevail. It's not the first century that we reclaim our identity and our language. It has already happened before in our history. Maybe that exactly is our mission. I have developed a calm, philosophical attitude to it.
Но то, что я героиня, я не лечу себя героиней. Весь мой народ героичный.
Am I a heroine? I don't consider myself one. It is my people that is heroic. We preserved our language through 1,000 years, even though it's not that popular now. It is very difficult. Because unfortunately, in our Earth's civilization, many peoples lost their languages.
Сила в том, как вызнать добро и нести это добро. Вот это и есть сапраўдная сила. Нельга отказывать.
The power lies in recognizing the good and spreading it. That is the true power. One can't respond to evil with evil. That can only amplify the evil. That's the truth, philosophical in part, because many people are angry now. It's hard for them to fight this evil inside, but the future is with the good. Only thanks to our culture and our native language, our nation can continue to exist and not be destroyed by other nations. Long live Belarus.